everybody, it's Monique coming to you from our kitchen today. Dave had let me know that recently he's found out that several of our subscribers are also eating keto. He really enjoyed this recipe, so I want to make this for him. These are keto compliant peanut butter cups. You could make almond butter cups, you could make cashew butter cups, whatever kind of nut butter you like will work. I did go online and look for a bunch of recipes for these and pretty much came up with this recipe. Kind of took what I liked or what I didn't like and made this. So the last time I made it, he said he thought it was really good. He's been working really hard and I thought that he would like these. I'm going to share them with you and maybe you'll like them. Folks, this is not a regular peanut butter cup. You are not going to make this, bite into it and think, Reese's. So just get rid of that. But if you're eating keto, then dark chocolate's probably going to taste pretty good at this point. I don't know about anybody else, but by the time that month with absolutely no sweetener at all was up, I was dying for like one chocolate chip. I didn't care what kind of chocolate it was. This is what is in it. And I will put the actual measurements down below in the detail box. Sorry, the camera jumped. Dave just surprised me.
I just came in to tell you that eat this. I'm very excited.
Yes, he's very excited because tonight he gets to have his peanut butter cups.
I will now leave you all to your recipe.
Okay. I weigh my measurements if I can, but you could always just probably wing it. I think it might be like 3/4 of a cup. So you're using approximately a cup of this. Lily's dark chocolate stevia sweetened chocolate chips. They're vegan, they're non-GMO. They're expensive. Okay, so if you don't want to get this, you don't have to get this. If you have these, great, use them. If you have their solid chocolate bars, you could use those too. You could use just baker's chocolate and sweeten it yourself with stevia. I'm actually going to sweeten these a little bit more with stevia because that's how Dave liked it. I have blood sugar issues, he does not. So I know that there are a lot of people say that, stevia and Swerve and stuff, they don't increase your blood sugar or your insulin, and that may well be the case, but they also can sometimes mess with your digestion, and that's also something that of course I deal with, so I try to keep it on a minimum. Now that's not to say I won't eat some of these, because I will. It is such a small amount that I don't think it's that big of a deal. So you're going to take your cup of chocolate chips, put it in a bowl. You're going to add 2 tablespoons. It's really hot here today, guys. I'm sorry if that looks gross, but that's just coconut oil. So you're going to put 2 tablespoons coconut oil in there, and then you're going to microwave it for, at 30-second stints until it's all melted. I will do that, and then I will meet you back here. Okay guys, so I have mixed in the stevia. I've tasted it. It tastes good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take about a teaspoon per little cup. And what this is a silicone mold that I've put little miniature muffin liners in. And I am going to put 1 teaspoon in as many of them as I can fit while still leaving myself enough to cover them. After we put the peanut butter in, I'm going to say it's probably going to be 12. This has 24 holes. I filled them all. It's probably going to be about 12. So we're going to fill these, and then I will touch base with you once I've done that. So the base of the chocolate shells are in the freezer, chilling. I am going to mix up the 7 teaspoons of peanut butter. If you're doing keto, you're going to make sure it's just peanuts. 2 tablespoons of almond flour. You could leave this out if you like it a little runnier. And then I'm going to add some Swerve confectioners so that it's not gritty. I'm going to mix these things together, set them aside, and then once the shells are completely chilled, 10 to 20 minutes, just check on them. Then I will meet you back here and we will put the peanut butter in them and cover them with the remaining chocolate. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, hi guys, we're back. I have taken the mold out of the freezer. They're cold. I have my peanut butter that's been mixed up with the almond flour and a little bit of sweetener. So now we're going to take, half a teaspoon or so to a teaspoon of peanut butter mix, and we're going to put it on top of the chocolate. Is still smooth and still melted. It's been, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I cleaned the kitchen, filmed something else, and it's still melted. I'm just gonna pour the chocolate over the top of these until it hopefully covers the peanut butter. And then it goes back in the freezer to firm up, I would say an hour or so. And then they pop right out of the mold. So you can keep them in the freezer or in the fridge. I would say for sure in the fridge. Do not leave them on the counter. They're really not shelf stable. The coconut oil in them, you will find, if they're not cold when you eat them, the chocolate will immediately start to melt because of the coconut oil in it. So you want these to be pretty cold when you partake. Otherwise they get pretty messy, and honestly they get a little messy anyways as it melts. But so you just pour it over. Okay, so now the chocolate's been poured on the top. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but they will be tasty. Now it's gonna go in the freezer. It's gonna harden up. I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna get 15 servings out of this. Please do your own macros. I'm never gonna give you macros for a recipe because the ingredients you use, the brands could be different. And as we know, different brands of almond flour have different numbers of carbs, all of that. So you really should build your own macros. You can do that in different apps. I'm gonna put these in the freezer, and later on tonight, I'm gonna take them out. We'll unmold them, and Dave will be a happy, happy man. Well, hello again, everybody. It has been a couple of hours, and it is time to unmold these. And really, all you have to do is that. So you saw me pop them out. They're starting to get a little bit of condensation on them. It's so hot in my kitchen. But anyways, this is what they look like. I'm gonna take a bite so you can see what the inside looks like. There you go. It's pretty tasty, everybody. Well worth the carbs that are present, which really aren't that many. Seriously, take the ingredients, put them in, check your macros, see if you feel like it's worth it. See how melty it gets quickly and that's because of the coconut oil. This is delicious. Dave is going to be a happy, happy boy later this evening. I hope if you try these, you enjoy them as well. And if you do, let me know in the comments below how it went. And if you changed anything or think you did something to make it better, let me know that too. Okay, everybody, enjoy.